Computex 2026 is officially in the books, and Nvidia just walked into Taipei and dropped the biggest PC announcement in over a decade. Yes, Nvidia, making a CPU for your laptop. Buckle up, because this year's show went absolutely sideways, and I'm bringing you everything that matters. The headline of the entire show is the Nvidia RTX Spark. Nvidia, the GPU company, officially entered the consumer CPU market with an ARM-based superchip built in partnership with MediaTek. At full strength, RTX Spark packs 20 ARM CPU cores, a Blackwell GPU with 6,144 CUDA cores, up to 128 gigabytes of unified LPDDR5X memory, and 300 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, all stitched together over NVLink C2C. It's basically an Apple M-series killer for Windows on ARM, and Jensen Huang called it the most efficient PC platform ever built. The whole point of the RTX Spark is agentic AI. With 128 gigabytes of unified memory, the chip can run 120 billion parameter models locally and stretch context windows out to 1 million tokens. Nvidia and Microsoft are framing this as a complete reinvention of the Windows PC, and Jensen literally said it's the first re-engineered line of PCs in 40 years. The launch partners are stacked. Dell, HP, Lenovo, Asus, MSI, and Microsoft all have RTX Spark systems coming this fall, and Nvidia already revealed the roadmap. Grace Blackwell first, then Vera Rubin with LPDDR6, then a future Rosa Feynman generation after that. This is not a one-off experiment. The flagship launch device is the new Microsoft Surface Laptop Ultra, and this thing is actually unreal. It runs the full RTX Spark Superchip with 128 gigabytes of unified memory, a 15-inch mini LED PixelSense Ultra display, and Microsoft is calling it the most powerful Surface ever built. It's under 18 millimeters thick, under 2 kilograms, hits 1 petaflop of AI performance, and ships later in 2026 in platinum and a new Nightfall finish. No pricing has been announced yet, but expect it to land somewhere between expensive and I'm going to need to get a second mortgage. On the gaming side, Nvidia also revealed DLSS 4.5 Ray Reconstruction dropping in August, plus support in Blender 5.3 this fall, and 11 new games adding DLSS 4.5, including Marvel Rivals, Naraka, Blade Point, and Gothic 1 Remake. Now shifting gears over to AMD, their Computex was all about loyalty to the longtime AMD faithful. They officially relaunched the Ryzen 7 5800X3D as a 10th anniversary edition for $349, dropping June 25th, celebrating 10 years of the AM4 socket. They also unveiled the Ryzen 7 7700X3D for AM5 at $329 on July 16th, packing 8 cores, 104 megabytes of total cache, and a 4.5 gigahertz boost. Most importantly, AMD confirmed AM5 support all the way through 2029. If you built on AM5, you have the longest upgrade runway in the industry. AMD also globally launched the Radeon RX 9070 GRE for 1440p gaming and introduced Expo ultra-low latency memory profiles. Intel showed up with a full comeback pitch. CEO Lip-Bu Tan took the stage and introduced Xeon 6 Plus, codename Clearwater Forest, the company's first 18A data center CPU with 288 efficiency cores and a massive 576 megabytes of L3 cache. Intel also detailed Crescent Island, a new data center GPU with up to 480 gigabytes of LPDDR5X, purpose-built for AI inference. The big consumer headline, Intel Arc G3 Extreme for gaming handhelds is real, and according to hands-on testing at the show, it actually beats AMD in the handheld space. Diamond Rapids, the next-gen big-core Xeon, got pushed to 2027 on Intel 18AP. Qualcomm showed up with the Snapdragon C, an ultra-budget chip for Windows on ARM laptops in the $300 range. The catch here is that it uses recycled Creo cores from their phone lineup, ships with as little as 8 gigabytes of RAM, and skips Copilot Plus certification entirely. HP, Lenovo, and other big names all have devices coming. With the global DRAM shortage strangling the sub-$500 laptop market, this is Qualcomm's play to keep it alive. Gaming handhelds had a real real moment this year at Computex. The MSI Claw 8X AI Plus debuted with Intel Arc G3 Extreme with 32 gigabytes of RAM, a 1 terabyte SSD, and an 8-inch screen with a 120Hz refresh rate. Acer's Predator Atlas 8 is also coming this October with the same Intel platform. And on the monitor side, Alienware dropped the AW3926QW, a 39-inch 5K OLED at up to 330Hz. MSI also flexed a 32-inch 4K OLED that does 360Hz at 4K, 520Hz at 1440p, and 680Hz at 1080p, which is absolutely insane. And because it's Computex, the weird stuff was also on full display. Corsair built a full-on cyberpunk katana sword PC to show off artisanal RAM. Pulsar revealed a Noctua gaming mouse with a tiny 5000 RPM fan built into it to keep your palm dry. Asus rolled out a spider-shaped Wi-Fi 8 router that looks like a sci-fi movie prop. And MSI put a literal holographic AI companion named Lucky Claw on the front of its MegVision X2 AI Plus desktop. Computers are officially weird again, and I'm here for it. The bigger story underneath all of this is the memory shortage. Prices are climbing, the budget laptop market might disappear entirely by 2028, and every vendor at Computex was reacting to that reality. But despite the disruption, Computex 2026 delivered the most consequential lineup of new platforms the PC industry has seen in over a decade. That's your Computex 2026 roundup. Which announcement are you actually buying? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, stay nerdy, y'all. Peace out.